Hello. I don't remember any of this in Middle-earth. This seems strange. How is everyone? Quite good. Anyone had lunch? Breakfast? It's my agent. Well, it's nice to be here. How are you?
Fine. Go ahead.
Hold on. This is Star Wars, is it? And then you're Harry Potter. Something's wrong here. Any hobbits? Good. Hello.
Hi, I'm Joy. Welcome in Belgium.
It's nice to be here, Joy. And what a lovely name, Joy. I like it. Made me happy just saying it.
My question is, well, it's actually to do with the Harry Potter verse. What would be your Hogwarts house and what would be Pippin's Hogwarts house?
Good question. What house would that be in Harry Potter? Wait till you hear this. I've never even seen the films. There's wizards in it, isn't there?
Say that again.
Well, one of my good friends is the real wizard. Gandalf, you know. No, I've seen a couple of, I saw the first one, and then he became a wizard and went off to that school. It was good. I did the quiz online. I did the quiz and I was Hufflepuff. I think Pippin would be Hufflepuff as well. And I don't even really know what a Hufflepuff is. I know Gryffindor and I know Slytherin. What else is there? Hufflepuff.
Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, and Slytherin.
There's just the 4 of them. Good. Well, there should be one for each hobbit, right? So if Pippin's Hufflepuff, then Elijah, Frodo, he'd be Gryffindor, wouldn't he? Because he's like Harry. And then Sean would be Ravenclaw, because Dom would definitely be Slytherin. 100%. Hold on, I'm going to empty my pockets so that I can move faster. Speed is of the essence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. You're just there yourself for a minute. Other people have joined behind you now. Hello, other people. Do you have a question?
Yes. What is your top 3 favorite characters in Lord of the Rings?
Sorry, could you go a little closer?
What is your favorite characters in Lord of the Rings? Like your top 3?
Top 3?
Yeah.
Pippin, number 1. Because he's the real hero of the whole thing, if you look at it. Aragorn, because he's just sexy and amazing. And then probably Gollum, because he's just kind of interesting. That's my top 3. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Billy.
Hello, you look very organised there with as if you have a folder of questions.
We would love it. How did your passion in music develop?
Good. So, for anyone that doesn't know, I play in a band called B-Cake. And well, I think you should download all the albums now. Just to shock the other guys that are in B-Cake. And they'll be like, why did we get popular all of a sudden in Belgium? I think B-Cake should become huge in Belgium. So if you could make that happen for us, I'd like that. Music, when I was a kid, I grew up in Glasgow, Scotland, and I always played in bands. It was the kind of thing you did. You either played football or you played in bands. So I played in bands, and I always enjoyed it. And when I was in high school, when we finished high school, get back in your seat, get back in your seat! This is a story about me being in high school and playing music! There's nudity in it. I was naked. The very first gig we ever did was for this high school, and I thought it would be a good idea to be naked and just have my guitar. So I did that. So my joy of music came from that, I think. Being naked, playing from a high school. I never turned round, so nobody actually saw my butt. In case you were worried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Do people agree?
Yeah, let's go!
Yeah, come on, Fallout! What is Fallout?
It's a post-apocalyptic RPG.
Is it a game?
Yes.
Right. I tell you, the only game I play is League of Legends. Does anyone play League of Legends? I am one of the great League of Legends players. My Heimerdinger is a thing to behold. It's a thing of beauty. I could play in the World Championships if I wanted. I'm actually rubbish. But I love it. I love that game. Me and Dom play. We go online. Dom Monaghan, who plays Mary. We play League of Legends together. It's brilliant. It's the only time he's ever fell out with me. When he was trying to teach me how to play League of Legends, he fell out. He started shouting at me on the thing. And he's like, guard the tower! Guard the tower! And I was like, I don't even know what the tower is. That's the only time he fell. Anyway, sorry. I went off on a tangent. How are you?
Very good, thank
Good.
you. How are you?
I'm doing good, yeah. I'm enjoying myself.
I can see that.
I like Belgium.
That's great.
I ate 3 waffles last night. That was too many. I skipped dinner by accident, and then when I got into my room, I ate 3 waffles. I felt bad about myself. But then I drank a beer and I felt better about myself.
So my question is, what were some of your favorite moments during the set during Lord of the Rings, all those years ago?
Oh wow, there was so many crazy things that happened. It was like, I mean, it was over years, you know? And sometimes me and Dom would be on a little boat together, spending a day, and that was fun. And then sometimes there was a 1,000 people from the New Zealand Army dressed as orcs running at us, and that was kind of fun as well, you know. So it's hard to actually choose a moment. But when I thought about boats there, when we were learning how to go the canoes, how to, you know, get the boat to go in a straight line, it was me and Dom were in a boat, and Elijah and Sean were in a boat, and Orlando and John Rhys Davis, Gimli, they were in a boat together. And those days when we were learning that were so funny, it was brilliant. John Rhys Davis thought of himself as a great sailor, and he's like, we can sail this boat. And Orlando isn't very good at that. And he accidentally tipped the boat over, and they were both in the water. Just days like that were just so funny, you know. It was a great experience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
My question is, what is your favorite scene of all the Lord of the Rings movies?
Oh, wow, that's a good one. There's quite a few. I was speaking to a family today, and it made me remember a scene that's in Return of the King when Pippin thinks they're about to die in Minas Tirith, and Gandalf tells him what death is, and that it's not the end, it's just another door opens, and he tells him what happens after you die. And that scene wasn't in the script, and it was a friend of Pete Jackson and Fran Walsh.
Els de Bruin. Uw dochter Valentina wordt op u aan de EHBO's voor aantal 1. Els de Bruin. Uw dochter Valentina wordt op u aan de EHBO's voor aantal 1.
Right?
Now we're hearing voices.
It's good to know. Yeah, so that scene wasn't in it, and there was a friend of theirs who passed away, a young man, a young filmmaker in New Zealand, and Fran wanted to write that scene as a sort of understanding of what death was, and so we got that very late, and to do that scene with Ian McKellen was that was a really special one. So that's a scene that sticks in my head. Thank you. And a question for you. What did that woman say?
There's a lost child waiting in the airboat, so at the emergency.
Oh, well that's a good thing to know. So if anyone's lost a child, they're at the emergency. Good.
Hello.
One time I lost my mum in a supermarket, and my mum had on a long fur coat because it was really cold in Scotland, and I saw the fur coat and I grabbed it and I wrapped myself in it. I was about 6 years old, and I was like, oh, I was so glad to have found it, and I looked up and it wasn't my mum. And those little things stick in your mind, don't they? Right? Hello.
Hey, so everybody knows you as Pippin, but you are also Glenn/Glenda in the Chucky franchise. So I wanted to know some stories about that set and whether we will ever see them again.
Yeah, so Glenn and Glenda, for anyone who watches Chucky, was the guy who wrote Chucky came to me and says, we're doing a new Chucky movie and I'd like you to play Chucky's son, or maybe daughter, because he's kind of confused, he doesn't know if he's a boy or a girl. And he sent me the script, and I really liked it, it was funny. I'm not a big fan of horror movies, they frighten me. What's the point? I think, you know, I'll be frightened of other things, I don't need to watch a movie. So, but Chucky is so well known in pop culture, and I thought, if I get the chance to be in a Chucky movie, I've got to do it. And I really enjoyed doing it. And the writer wanted Glenn to be like Oliver Twist, like a Dickens character, a little orphan. And so we had some fun with that. And there's a new TV show of Chucky. So, you know, you might see Glenn and Glenda again. Who knows? I know. Thank you. He would be the most powerful hobbit. Dark and powerful. And he'd drink pints all day and have a giant pipe full of pipeweed that he could make full of pipeweed anytime he wanted through magic. I don't know. I think that's the thing about the hobbits, isn't it? They're the only sort of being that can take the evil of the ring, even for a a little while, you know, because it destroys Gollum, of course, and it's starting to destroy Frodo. I think before it destroyed Pippin, he'd have a lot of good times. I think he'd use it for good. Good for him at least, him and Mary. But yeah, it ends up taking over everyone, doesn't it? Hello.
Hello. Yeah, my son pushed me to come ask a question.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. My question was that you see anything of Rings of Power, and what are your take on your Hobbit's ancestry?
Yeah, I really liked it. My favourite thing, I was talking, because I know Bear, the guy who did the music for Rings of Power, and so every episode I was always texting him to talk about the music and what I like and things like that. And he's a lovely guy and incredibly talented musician. But my favourite thing, I think, was seeing all the different lands. You know, seeing Khazad-dûm before the Fellowship went there, or seeing the elves and Numenor, seeing Numenor for the first time. And I just really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as a Tolkien fan, just to go back into that world, you know. And I enjoyed the sort of hobbits. I'm calling them hobbits because I don't care what they call them. They're still hobbits to me. And I liked the way they could hide, because Tolkien said that if they didn't need to be seen, a hobbit could make themselves invisible almost. So I loved all that, how they could hide in nature. And yeah, I liked it. I was just excited about seeing Middle Earth again, you know.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good question.
Do you think?
In the story of Bilbo Baggins,
yeah,
if he was a hobbit, well, there's not many hobbits in the Hobbit, strangely enough. There's only Bilbo Baggins, really. So I think it would have helped Bilbo if he had a Pippin with him, because everybody should have a Pippin with them whenever they can. And even the big man in the back there, he agrees. If you stick around with me, I'll turn you into a white wizard, sort of by accident. Yeah, so there's not actually many hobbits in the Hobbit, strangely enough. There's more dwarfs. Thank you. Hello.
Hi. So I was wondering, everyone here probably knows about Viggo's toe being broken on the set.
Sorry?
Viggo Mortensen?
Yeah.
His toe broke on the set.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Is there any injuries you have had on the set that you can tell us about?
I broke my pinky.
How?
Surfing. I was out surfing. And you know, in the back of a surfboard, there's a little hole where you put your leash on. And I fell off, and a wave was coming, and I went to grab the board, and my pinky went in that hole, and then the wave came and it broke my pinky. So I wasn't actually in Middle Earth, I was just in the ocean. But it was during when we were filming Moria, when we were in Moria, and the doctor put this splint on my finger, and it was really big and not something you would have in Middle Earth. So I thought, well, I can't wear it. And the doctor said, if you don't wear it, you'll have a bent pinky for the rest of your life. And I didn't really want a bent pinky. So the people of Weta, the special effects company that made all the great effects, they made a splint that looked like my pinky. So I could just put it on, and then I just had a slightly bigger pinky. But it was straight. So if you watch us in Moria again, when I've got my sword, I've not got my pinky out like that. But I hid it inside my cloak all during Moria. So if you notice, I've always got my hand in my cloak when I'm talking to Gandalf and stuff. So that was the only injury I got. Everybody else seemed to get injured, but I was okay. I stabbed a stuntman in the head once. We were working on this thing, little fight scene, and he must have seen a big stone at my foot, and he went to move it. He went to move this stone, and I didn't see him, and I went like that. Stabbed him in the head. Hello.
And I'm quite sure a lot of people here would really want to hear you sing.
I'd love to.
Just have a drink.
But I've got a thing, I've got a throat thing.
Just one line?
I can't even.
What?
No, because it'd just be disappointing. And then you... I don't want to disappoint you.
You are? Just maybe... Oh. Man, I even bought a photo shoot ticket.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Hello.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm alright.
Good.
So, I've got a question for you, yeah?
Where are you from?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Would like it. That's why I asked. Is it from something?
What, this?
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Who in Star Wars? Which one? Original?
None of the movies, actually.
Ah,
No.
okay.
Yeah, he's from the extended universe.
Right?
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Right? Thank you.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Now you know. Good books, you should read them.
I will do.
Good. Anyway, hi.
Hi.
My question was, what was the most annoying thing you had to deal with on the set?
Don Monahan.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Apart from him then.
Apart from him, the Hobbit feet. We had to put these Hobbit feet on. And when I first got mine made, I think they were a little small. So every time I had a break, they went out to about there, and I'd have to grab the toe and lift it. Oh, and it felt so good just to, have a little break, and then I'd have to put it on again. So they were probably the most annoying thing. When we first got the Hobbit ears, no one thought to cut a hole in them. So for the first week, none of the Hobbits could hear anything. That was kind of weird. And then somebody said, oh, if we just cut a hole, and then that was great. So yeah, the prosthetics probably was the most annoying thing. Thank you.
My question is if you could keep any of the original props from the movies from Lord of the Rings.
I wish I kept more stuff, You don't think when you're doing it. And but if I had to do it again, I would steal everything. Honestly, there would be nothing left because all that stuff was brilliant. All this is brilliant. So as I was hanging around in Moria or something, I'd probably just take a little thing. I wish I had, but and everyone's last day, when they finish filming, they'd have a little party and give you a gift. So on my last day, they gave me my last clapperboard with my scene written on it, the last scene, which is a scene where I save your life. So there you are. And they gave me my sword from Gondor, and they gave me the back of my chair had Pippin on it. They gave me that. So a lot of the stuff I would have taken, they gave me, Oh, and then I wrote this song, The Last Goodbye for The Hobbit. And I was down in New Zealand when I made it, so they gave me a loan of a guitar, and Pete signed the guitar and gave me that at the end, which I love that, because I love the guitar, and it's great memories of doing that song.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lovely. I just got in yesterday and I went for a walk last night, and it's beautiful. And I thought, I'm going to sit down somewhere and have a beer, get a bite to eat, and end up I just kept walking. I walked for about 3 hours, and then I was exhausted and I just went back to my room. So I haven't actually went out yet to get a beer. What beer should I drink in Belgium? Stella! Stella? You can't drink Stella in Belgium, sir. What? A shoe? 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 A shoe? Somebody spell it. So like la, like the French, la choufa. La choufa. Does it come in pints? So I'm going to go and get a la choufa tonight. Is there any pubs called the Green Dragon here? Oh, could you open one? There's a dragon in this town. I'm going. Do they have La Choufa? They have met what? I can't drink 30 beers. I'll try. What? Yeah, Pippin could. Easy. Thank you. So I'm going to the Dragon tonight for 30 beers, one of them's going to be a La Choufa. Do they do food? Good food? Snacks? Cool. Hello.
I was wondering if your Scottish accent was ever an obstacle for playing in the Lord of the Rings. I wasn't going to do Scottish. I was going to do a sort of North Country English, and when I was doing it, Pete Jackson said, "You're not as funny when you're doing that." I said, "So go back and do that Scottish because it's funnier." Which I didn't mind because I loved the idea of the Tooks being Scottish. That they, like Tolkien wrote, they lived in their own country, their own part of the Shire, and they invented golf like Scottish people. And Took is actually a Scottish word as well. It means to bang a drum. So I liked it. I liked it once when he told me to do it. So actually it helped. Thank you. Ah, Doctor. How are you? I would choose 3 Return of the King because it's when Pippin sort of grows up and matures a little bit and understands sort of that he has a part to play. You know, before that he's just going along for the ride, you know. Although I've always liked movies where you see people like, you know, the Magnificent Seven, when you see them forming. So the first one's good because you see the Fellowship becoming the Fellowship. But if I had to choose one, I'd choose Return of the King. And the King being Pippin, of course. Ah, there he is.
Pippin Took.
You're late.
It's been a while, old friends.
It has.
First a suggestion, we also have a beer called Coastal Beer.
Coastal?
Coastal Beer.
Coastal?
Coastal. Like
Coastal.
big building with...
A castle?
Castle Beer. Yes.
Castle Beer?
Yes, it might seem fitting for a...
I'm going to have Castle Beer now. Change my mind. Do they have Castle Beer at the Dragon? We don't know. There's 30 of them. There's a good chance.
Probably. Now for the question. If you, as an actor, could play any role from any movie or any universe, what would it be?
Spider-Man. Thank you. He can do whatever a spider can. Hiya. Hello.
Yeah, I have a few questions, but one question to rule them all.
Okay.
Have you actually ever read the books?
Oh yeah, I read them and I used to reread them when we were making the movie. I would read some part of it every day. So yeah. In fact, I used to make the books. Before I was an actor, I was a bookbinder. And I used to make books. And I used to make Lord of the Rings. Strangely enough. I never read it then. I never read it until I knew I was playing Pippin. So, to me, it will always be a book about Pippin and some other people. Thank you. Thank you for the one question to rule them all.
Hi.
Hello.
What was your favorite moment in recording The Friendship Onion with Tom Monahan?
The Friendship Onion is a podcast that me and Tom Monahan do, and it's the greatest podcast ever to be made. So as soon as you finish here, get it, go and subscribe and all that. Do all the things you're meant to do with a podcast. That is brilliant, isn't it? Isn't it just brilliant?
It is.
Yeah, I like it as well. There's been a few favourite moments. We ate the hottest chili in the world. It's called a Carolina Reaper. And we ate that in an episode, and that was funny. It didn't seem to affect Dom. It affected me. It was the hottest thing I've ever felt. It gave me the hiccups. I couldn't talk. And then I got a cramp. And then I had to poo. That was too much information. Hello.
I wanted to know...
Have you ever eaten a chili so hot you had to poo?
Thankfully not.
Never do it.
I wanted to know which character from any movie, book or show do you relate to the most?
Spider-Man. Hello.
Hi Billy, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
So one question. So you're Pippin in the Lord of the Rings, and he has beautiful curly brown hair. Do you miss that?
Yeah, of course I do. You ask any man over 40 if he misses his hair. Yeah.
Oh, and my dad is a really big fan of you, and he plays like the Legos of Lord of the Rings, like the games.
Yeah.
And did you ever like play the games?
The Lego, the online? No.
Yeah.
I played a few of the games, but I've never done the Lego one. But I've done the Lego Batman. That was fun. Did you know that, see all the hair, the long hair and all that? Every single person in that movie wore a wig. That's crazy, isn't it? Kate Blanchett, wig. Viggo Mortensen, wig. Elijah Wood, wig. I could go on. I know all the names, but just say the names and then go, wig.
Oh, and also, last of all...
You're only allowed to. I heard the guy say, oh go on, you can have 3.
So, it's almost Halloween, and I wanted to ask, what is your favorite horror movie?
Right, good, because I don't really like horror movies, but... And that brings us back to the Friendship Onion. Next week's Friendship Onion, which is the Halloween edition, we'll get Freddy Krueger on. It's brilliant. Have a listen to that. He's got some terrifying stories. He was in my dreams. My favourite, my least favourite, because it gave me the fear when I was a young boy, there was a movie called The Brood. B-R-O-O-D. The Brood from the 1980s. And that gave me the fear. And probably my favourite, The Exorcist is probably, yeah, that's really well made and pretty scary. I don't know why people watch horror movies. They're scary. See, the Chucky's good. Yeah. Hello.
So I was watching Outlander, and I was pleasantly surprised to see you. So I just wanted to know what an experience it was for you to playing such a historical drama?
Yeah, it was great because my agent got in touch and said they're asking if you want to go and do Outlander. And I thought, great, I'll probably be like a hero on a horse with a kilt and long hair. And I'll be riding through the glens, you know. And he said, no, you're like a horrible little lawyer who tries to steal the lady's money. So I was a bit disappointed in that, to be honest. But I did like the costumes, and he was a bit of a horrible character. But no, it's great, and the people involved in that show, they're really nice. And it's great for Scotland. It's a good one. Thank you very much.
I got a question, very, very, very important to ask.
Okay.
I'm thinking, when are you guys going to be doing a reunion one day for hopefully the remake of the Lord of the Rings games on the PlayStation 4 or 3?
Yeah, there should be, shouldn't there? You know, when we did the game before, that was really fun. I loved doing that game and doing the book. And I was supposed to sing The Edge of Night the next day because they couldn't use the original sound because there was wind machines and all that in Minas Tirith. And I was supposed to sing it the next day in the studio. And after doing the game, I didn't have any voice because you just spend the whole day going, over here, and I lost my voice. So we couldn't record it. And they said, don't worry, we'll record it sometime in the future. By which time I was home in the United Kingdom. And they said, oh, can you get down to Abbey Road? We're going to film it, we're going to record it in Abbey Road. And I'm a huge Beatles fan. So I got to sing The Edge of Night in Abbey Road, in the room where John Lennon and Paul McCartney and made that great music. So it worked out good for me. But they should make another game, you're right. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
It's nice to see you, Pippin.
Nice to see you too.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. It's weird for me. I like your scarf.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
So, man.
My question is, if Tolkien was still alive today, is there something you would like to ask him or tell him as a Tolkien fan?
That's a good question. You know, I asked this of a Tolkien scholar once, on the Friendship Onion actually, and he had a great answer. He was his answer. He wanted to ask him if one of the elves, I can't even remember the name, if one of the elves was someone else in a different story. And I wish I had something that intelligent to ask him. But I would ask him this. Did you really put in your notes, because it's not in the book, that when the hobbits got to Rivendell, that the elves made them boots for the thing? Because if we wore boots, I wouldn't have had to put those hobbit feet on every day for 2 years. I could have just slipped on a nice pair of boots. So I'd ask him if he did right, because I heard that he did put that in notes. Well, that would have been nice. Those cold nights with those feet on, oh!
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
A lesser known but still memorable moment of your acting career.
A lesser known. Let's think, something fun. Maybe a movie. Do you know there's a movie called Space Milkshake? Right?
Never heard of it.
That I made with Kristen Kruk and Amanda Tapping from Stargate. And it's set on a spaceship. And we accidentally bring on a time machine that takes us to another dimension. And I'm the captain of the ship. If you haven't seen Space Milkshake, I would say pour yourself a nice pint of Castle beer, settle yourself down with 3 waffles, and just enjoy Space Milkshake.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Cool, thank you. Staying on this side has got no interest. They don't care about questions. This side have all the answers. This side is my favourite side. Hello.
I was wondering if you still had the splinter from the stock.
That's Splinter. That was the other one. That was Mary. Do you know everybody gets us confused?
In the extended edition, you said you got splinter in your foot.
No, that was Dawn.
You said it was such a splinter.
Oh yeah.
But they pulled out such.
It was tiny. That was Dawn. Honestly.
You sure?
Honestly, I was there. I remember being there. We had hobbit feet, and there was a wizard, and there was a guy with long blonde hair. I remember it.
So you lied to us.
I wouldn't. What?
So you lied to us.
I wouldn't lie to you, no. You're making me start to believe it was me. It wasn't me, it was Dawn.
Extended edition.
I was in it.
3 times.
I was 4 times.
4 times?
It's Dawn. Watch it tonight. It was Dawn, wasn't it?
I'm going to watch it.
It was Dawn who got the splinter, wasn't it? It wasn't me. Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was me.
It was me?
I'm pretty sure it was me. And you said you kept it in a glass casing.
I kept it in a glass case? It was Dawn. You're making me feel like I'm in a different universe or something.
I'll send it to you.
Where to? My manager?
No, you said you just kept it and kept it in a glass casing.
In a glass case?
Yeah. As a memory, as a memento.
I'm finding it hard to get a breath here. You make me feel like we've travelled through
I'm going to
space.
check it. I'm going to check it. I'm pretty sure it was you. But it
I'm sure it was
It
Dawn.
could also be Monahan.
It was Dawn Monahan.
It could have been.
I like that. I like the question though. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Final question.
Hello.
So I was wondering.
You look as if you should be in a band. You look as if you're ready to go. You look as if you're like, I would go and see this band.
Which instrument should we play?
Well, it's like weird, an accordion and a thingy and a what do you call the Australian one, the didgeridoo? Yeah. An accordion and a didgeridoo. Huge, man. Honestly, I'll buy that album. And a nose flute. You know, one you put in your nose. Hello.
So I was wondering, have you had breakfast yet?
I did a delicious breakfast.
What about second breakfast?
I've not. Bring it up. Come on. This better be something weird. What do you think it is? Apples. A what? What else? A what? A sock? I'll give you a hint. What's that called in Belgium? Unfortunately, that's the same as everywhere else. Except in America, they call it a croissant. Hold on. An awful plum. That's it. An awful plum. An apple plum. Go. Apple plum. And if you don't mind when you form your band, if you could call them Apple Flum. And here is Apple Flum. Come and see it, they're brilliant. I'm going to have that, that looks good. Thank you very much.